in London, and our Uber driver dropped us off about like 0.3 miles from the hotel. Otherwise, he would have had to pay a surcharge. So we walked the rest of the way to the hotel. And now we're just arriving at the hotel. Okay, so we just arrived to the Crown Plaza King's Cross Station, and we're heading up to our room. How's everyone feel after the long day of travel today?
Tired.
I
am sleepy.
Everyone's sleepy.
Every time I go in the car, I keep wanting to like...
Not off, I know.
Some of the people in this elevator is 13.
Count each of our bags as a
We're
person.
very crowded, so I don't know how that's possible. Say hi.
Hi.
We booked this hotel for 4 nights for free with our IHG credit card points.
MTV Cribs, welcome to my room.
All right, just your standard hotel room.
I need help.
We'll be a little crowded. Good morning. We just got up early and went and had some breakfast at that restaurant called Cappadocia, which was good. I had pancakes, Rick had an omelet, Matt had a breakfast wrap, and then Tiffany just shared with all of us. And now we are walking to the King's Cross Station. So we'll try to show you around today, all the different things we go and see. In the U.S., French fries aren't served for breakfast, but different styled potatoes like hash browns are. I'm not sure why we have certain kinds of potatoes we think of for certain meals. Coming from the U.S., we lack good public transportation. It's available in big cities like Chicago and New York City. Going to try to figure out the maps here. So every time that we use it, it's always a little bit of a learning curve. Okay, we survived our first tube ride.
Road.
What'd you think of it?
It was a learning experience. Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't. I don't know how much we were charged.
Yeah, that's a mystery. Yeah.
But it wasn't too hard to navigate. There was a huge map. You could kind of figure out what line to go on, what color line based on where you're going. So yeah, so now we're going to pop into this pharmacy. Covent Gardens. We try to buy one souvenir, something that we can put up in our house to remind us of our travels, and we find that the best are those that are locally made. So we bought a watercolor print from a gentleman, and here it is hanging up in my house. Leave me a comment below, letting me know what kind of souvenirs you'd like to get on your travels. This is Cecil Court. This street is known for its bookstores, but unfortunately most of them are closed today, so we just kind of looked in the windows and looked around a bit and enjoyed just being in the city. And then we walked over to Goodwin's Court. I had read online that this street may have provided inspiration for Diagon Alley in Harry Potter, but there were signs in the window saying we have nothing to do with Harry Potter, and it was a pretty quiet residential street. Go! Okay, this is the most narrow street in England. It's called Bridges Place. I'm coming behind you. Wow. Okay, guess it is pretty darn narrow.
Gotta get that together.
That's the National Gallery. It's free for everyone to enter. You can look around at beautiful paintings. We love that there were so many museums in London to choose from, and many of them are free to enter. We enjoyed spending some time in here, enjoying the art, and even found a picture that looks a lot like my cousin, which we thought was kind of a funny, interesting thing. After the museum, everybody was ready for some lunch. We ended up at this restaurant called the Spaghetti House that we had since found out is a chain, but that didn't stop it from being very good. Okay, it's a little windy. Well, we walked over to an art installation called Outer Net, and then there's one next to it called the Butterfly Trail. So we're gonna go check those things out. This was a quick stop that the kids enjoyed, and it was free and interactive. You could release butterflies using your smartphone. All right, this is St. Paul's Cathedral, and it's going to be 25 pounds a person to go in, so we are not going in. We're nearby, so we thought we'd come look. We are figuring out the tube though, so that's good. We were able to find our way here to no problem at all. It's easy to pay. You just use your phone or your credit card if you have Apple Pay to tap to pay. Well, we'll keep walking around and see some other things. Walking towards the Millennium Bridge. Okay, so we're up on the Millennium Bridge. That is the Sky Garden, where we're going to be going at 6 o'clock. That is the London Bridge. These are old ruins from a Bishop Henry de Bois, brother of King Stephen. The palace was built to comfortably house the bishops when staying in London. And that's what I guess it used to look like. And this is just all that remains. Instead of tearing it down, they just built around it. This nice modern building. That's pretty cool. This little restaurant is underneath a bridge. I have to watch my step. The road is a little uneven. And here's another one. Another establishment located underneath the bridge. This is the Tower of London. We're going to tour that tomorrow afternoon. This is the old Roman wall that used to surround the city. We then walked over to our reservation at the Sky Garden. 6:30 p.m. Well, not quite yet. We have 6:30 reservations here at the Sky Garden. So we're waiting for our table and just gonna look around a bit. I made reservations for the bar for sunset. We had a great time. The drinks were a little costly and the small plates were a little small, but you are definitely paying for the atmosphere. It was beautiful and the views were outstanding. If you've made it here to the end, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to see where we go to next, and we really appreciate you. Ciao for now.